So December 31st of that month, I was worshiping the Lord. Father, I thank you. Thank you for the last day of the year. And the Holy Ghost spoke. He said, Philip. I said, yes, Lord. He said, tonight, you will go to so hospital. I don't want anybody to enter next year sick there. I said, Jesus, what do you say? He said, you will go to that hospital and heal everybody. Discharge them all. I said, I am not the one that admitted them. I don't know them. How will I enter a hospital and say I want to discharge them all? The Holy Ghost says, you will go. I don't want anybody sleeping on their sick bed in that hospital till tomorrow morning, being the first day of the year. I quickly called my friend. His name is Kalu. I said, Kalu, have you eaten? Kalu said, no. I said, begin to fast. We're going to begin to fast and pray now because the Lord has given me an assignment. Excuse me, please. Did the Lord say I should pray and fast? Now, I wanted to pray and fast because I wanted to bring myself within the spiritual competence of that instruction. And no matter how much I pray and I fast, I can never be competent enough to be used by God. He uses me by mercy. So the more I pray, the more I fast, the more scared I was. Jesus, what if I see daclococumbia? What if I see mouth enlargement? What will I meet there? So I prayed till I prayed myself to oblivion. By evening, at 5 p.m., I went and hid in one corner of my house in Dawagi. I covered my ears as if the Lord would speak to me from outside. But he called me from inside. Philip! I had him. I said, yes, Lord. Where are you? I said, I cannot go. He said, you cannot go. I said, I cannot go. Why? I will go with you. I said, no, please, don't send me, Lord. And I went for the crossover service. My pastor preached a powerful sermon on doing exploits for God. I was super charged like this. The next morning, I carry my big Bible. I step out. God say, hey, where are you going? I said, I'm going to that hospital now. God said, to go and do what? I said, that thing you told me yesterday that I did not go. I'm going now. God said, okay, you can go. When I got there, I met the receptionist, a nurse. I said, gentlemen, can I help you? I said, my name is Philip Olubakin, and I'm an healing evangelist. I said, what have you come to do? I said, I've come to pray for the sick. He said, the sick or the healthy? I said, the sick. He said, Jesus came here yesterday night and he healed everybody. I said, how? He said, we don't know. We just saw that people started getting well. They were okay. So we removed the drips, we took out the drugs, and we discharged everybody. He said, check, the wards are empty. And I said, wait, madam, wait. From ward 1, I started checking all the wards, one by one. Every ward empty. I saw injection on the floor. I saw drip on the floor. Tears started flowing through my eyes. I said, Jesus. The nurse said, are you not happy? I said, you can't understand. I said, Lord, I'm sorry. He said, Philip, if I tell you to go, I have gone. All I need is an obedient heart. All I need is an obedient heart. If I tell you to go anywhere, I have gone ahead of you. He says, so everybody got healed, but nobody got saved. Because even though I can heal the sick, I can preach the gospel. He said, but you, my son, would have stood on the table and said, men and brethren, look not upon me as though it was by my power and holiness that these men stand healed before you today. But Jesus of Nazareth, that was nailed on the cross, died, rose up on the third day. He healed the sick. He raised the dead. He did the impossible. Jesus says, I see what the Father is doing. I can't replicate it. It's his will